Today's video is dedicated to primitive reflexes.
The suckling or rooting reflex.
And the spinal galant reflex. Now,
as your child grows and develops, what's supposed to happen is eventually these primitive reflexes are dampened. Now this is because your child no longer needs these primitive reflexes. Now it's really important to remediate these primitive reflexes because when we remediate them, it allows for communication of the brain, of the two hemispheres.
Now also,
the huge area of the brain that will allow for communication.
Frontal lobe.
The frontal lobe, a lot of you know, is really important for
focus.
It helps control
impulses.
It helps us make
good choices.
Frontal lobe is very important.
Now, a lot of these you can actually find on YouTube. You can just YouTube primitive reflexes and how to remediate them. So a spinal galant reflex, what you do is you have
your child on their hands and knees like a dog.
I won't make you watch me do this for 10 seconds. Let's just pretend.
Now to remediate this, it's very simple. What you can actually do is just have your child
do really slow snow angels.
Now those are your free tips for today.
You see it in yoga workouts from time to time.
I'm Lizzie. And I'm Dean. And welcome to Fit Factor. Let's pretend that we're animals from all over the world. Our first animal is a giraffe. Hold your hands up high.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Holmes and welcome to video 2. Today's lecture, or very short video, is going to be all about balance. Now, balance is really important because it works different areas of the brain.
Poor balance. Now, this can be either manifested as clumsiness or simply not being able to walk in a straight line or
falling over all the time.
So when you're working with balance, you're working with a specific area of the brain called the cerebellum. Now, there's a lot of literature out there that talks about how now, cerebellum is very important because what it does is it'll actually feed into different parts of the brain. Specifically, it'll actually feed into an area
called the frontal lobe. Now, if you watched last week's video,
the huge area of the brain,
you'll have learned that the frontal lobe is really important when it comes to controlling our impulses,
helping out with our behavior, helping us make good choices, suppressing
impulses, and basically it really helps us focus. Balance actually helps improve the frontal lobe. I actually get very specific with balance, whether that's balancing on just one leg versus the other. And then with being super specific, we can be specific on which side, which hemisphere we're working on. Working on simple balance exercises is a great technique.
Soar through the air.
The lizard is really good for coordinating. Our next exercise is the lizard.
Lately I've been getting a lot of questions about how to do the lizard crawl via email and Facebook Messenger.
Lizard actually doing sex. I've never seen them doing sex in my life. First time I'm seeing that lizards doing sex in front of me. And so it's just a surprise for me. I'm just seeing lizards doing sex. It's a nice thing. Actually, they're not moving, actually. I don't know why. They're just stuck there.
Third video series has to do with timing and rhythm, and how timing and rhythm exercises can actually help quiet the busy mind. Now, on average, a person should have about 20 to 30 minutes of spotlight attention. The spotlight attention is just you able to focus on what you're supposed to be doing right then and there for 20 to 30 minutes, whether that's a project you're working on by yourself or something you're supposed to be paying attention to. Now, in our brain, we have cognitive control mechanisms that actually monitor your performance, and they're supposed to deflect outside distractions as well as mind wandering. So how can you work this area of the brain? Well, you can actually do something that's really easy, timing and rhythm exercises. You can actually use any sort of metronome that you have at home.
Hi, I'm Diana. I'm 10 years old. I've been playing the MPC 2500 for 5 days. I'm going to show you what I've learned.
Whether that's an app on your phone or if you have one of those old school metronomes for when you were practicing piano when you were a child. So what you do is you just clap along with it, you can snap along with it, you can tap your toes with it, anything as long as you're making sure that you're doing something along with that beat. Now also, that's temporal processing. It also works the parietal and frontal lobes of your brain.
The huge area.
When it comes to a metronome, what I love about it so much is you can get really specific. Which areas of the brain need further development, so I can develop those weak areas without overdeveloping the strong areas. Because you want that weak area of the brain to catch up with the strong area so that their firing, the neuronal firing or the brain activity is equal and the parts of the brain are able to communicate or synchronize.
Ready? Jump. Swim through the water.
Now let's be a lobster.
get invited to parties?
Yeah. Not usually.
Do you ever get bullied?
No. Sometimes.
Is there anything that you dislike about yourself?
Sometimes I be bad.
How do you be bad?
I don't know, sometimes I just get into moods. It depends on how good the day is.
I think we're done, guys. Routine time limit.